Got audio. Okay. 10 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. You are hot.
Happy Monday, lookers and lovers. I hope you guys had a great weekend. It's your girl, Tank, here with Tank Talks. I'm your host, Hortensia, better known as Miss Tank. I say my name a lot, huh? But we're not going to worry about that. So, look, I wanted to say, hey, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you had just as an adventurous weekend as I did. Let me tell you, my life can't get any busier, any better, any bomb. Anyways, enough about me. So I hope you guys enjoyed your Super Bowl Sunday because there was so much going on. This past Sunday, which was yesterday, there were so many Super Bowl parties. If you didn't have a party to go to, you stayed home, you cooked food, you had a good time. So look, I learned that Super Bowl is one of the largest events when it comes to wings and liquor. I mean, I know that we watch a lot of football, we eat a lot of wings, we drink a lot of shit, but Super Bowl is the main event of the year where they sell out of wings a lot of places, which this year I don't think we had a wing shortage like we did last year. And then as far as the liquor, I hope you guys drank responsibly. So we know that we had both the Eagles and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And during that time, it was a great game. Did y'all see all the oohs and ahs that was going on? I don't know who you guys were going for. I wasn't going for anybody. I had some friends that were going for the Eagles, some friends that were going for the Chiefs. I didn't give a shit about either team. I was just hoping my numbers hit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really even care. I'm a football fan, so I was wishing both teams luck. But in the end, the Chiefs brought the championship home. Congratulations to the Chiefs on their championship win on yesterday. What up, all my Chiefs fans? I hope you guys have recovered. I hope you're doing your thing. I had a really good time with some friends. A friend of mine, Glenn and Tia, friends of mine, hosted a bomb ass party yesterday. They do it every year. Food galore, drinks galore. There we are. Me and my friend Bianca. Hey, Bianca. And Glenn hosted an amazing party. Thank you, Glenn, for opening, you and Tia, for opening your home to over 160, 70 something people, I think, in and out. It was amazing. It wasn't uncomfortable. It was a lot of fun. I had a little video for you guys, but I don't know how to send videos to my crew here really well or convert them. So I'll see you, let you guys see some videos later. Again, I hope everybody's having a great day. Today's also known as Side Chick Monday. I don't know about you guys and what you're doing and what kind of situationship that you're in. To all the side chicks out there, I hope you get what you want for Valentine's Day, because tomorrow you ain't getting no attention. Okay, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. So, we are here today to talk about love. Now, today's topic, I wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit. I wanted to invite some of my girlfriends to come out and have a Valentine's Day. I don't personally have a Valentine. They may have one. But thought it would be kind of fun if I invited a few of my girlfriends to come hang out and let's just talk about love. Let's talk about, how to find love, how we found love, life after love, what love means to you, what kind of things love brings about, and how love makes you happy, right? It's Valentine's Day tomorrow. I went, you guys, to get ready for the setup here to get flowers and some fun stuff. Y'all like my little setting today? It's all for my girlfriends. They're my galentines. My girls work hard and they deserve a little treat outside of what they get from their lovers. lovers. So I wanted to treat them and love on them today. But y'all, I went to go buy my typical roses and stuff at Trader Joe's, and they're normally $9 for some beautiful roses. So I buy 3, 4, or 5 dozen of them. Today I went in there and they were $14.99. Now look here, Joe's. I like y'all, but y'all ain't got to go up that $5 for these smaller roses, but they're cute. They're for my girls, so I didn't care. So whatever you guys are doing, whatever you guys get, I know that people say that Valentine's Day is overrated. Some people don't believe in it. They think it's a sinner's holiday or bloody holiday. I don't know what you believe, but today we're celebrating love. So whether it's love, Valentine's Day, Lover's Day, who cares? We all could use a little love. So today's show, we're just going to get into a little bit and talk about love. So I actually have a definition of love, and let's get into that real quick before we go to our break and see what love is. So the true definition of love. Love is an intense, deep affection for another person. Love also means to feel this intense affection for someone. Love can also refer to a strong like for something or to like something a lot. Love has many other senses, both as a verb and a noun. So when we say love, y'all, we've all been in love before. We fell out of love before. Love can do a lot of things for us. So we're going to chat it up today. So we're going to take a break really quick. But before we do, when we come back, we're going to meet 2 of my girlfriends that are here. They've been working hard all day. They took time to drive out here and come hang out with me. So we're going to have a little fun. So I'm going to introduce you guys to 2 of my girlfriends when we get back. But before we do, we're going to take a short break and a pause for the cause, okay? This break is brought to you by Hourglass Body Boutique, honey. Treats for your sweetie. I mean, your coochie or your kitty. So you guys know I offer V-Steam. So this Valentine's Day, if you have not already booked your VIP steam, you need to do so. You can find me on Instagram at Hourglass Body Boutique, or you can find me on Facebook at Hourglass Body Boutique. So we'll be right back, y'all. We're going to take a quick break. See y'all in a minute. Hey, y'all. Y'all put your purses over here. Not there. It's kind of like so natural with your. You think? I need some. Yes, please. Please help yourself. Okay. Come on in for me. Hi. I'm gonna sit on this side. Okay.
Okay,
John, I don't know if I formally introduced this. April and Christina.
Oh yeah, I met them.
Girlfriends.
And more?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We need some. I need some
Get your
napkin.
pillow.
I need some
I tell you,
napkin.
go get some.
Yeah. So
Put
I
that
made a
behind
little
you.
makeshift ice bag.
Oh, then you put one behind you too. Yeah. Okay.
So, like in pause time, is it good to look at the camera? Is it good to look at you? Like, how does this what is?
Like just always? We're gonna be just talking to each other. Like just make sure
Okay.
your mic is at your mouth. You'll be turning talking to me, turning to talk to April. You know what I'm saying? So just act like the mic ain't even there.
Yeah.
Is this y'all's first podcast?
Yeah.
I can't believe it is for you, Christina.
hmm
This is my first time.
See, I'm old school. This is new school stuff to me.
So do you guys want cranberry or I have pineapple mango?
I'm not drinking right now, but I
know.
can whatever looks good.
Okay, let's leave yours regular. Then. What you want?
Oh, just champagne.
Regular? That's it? You don't want nothing?
Can
in
I pour some water in this so I can sip some?
Oh yeah, pour it in there.
Right there.
Yeah.
So you can look like you sipping.
B, you got it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Yeah, put it close. We don't talk that loud.
There you go. Oh, yeah, that's real.
Testing 1 2. Test.
cameras.
One, three, two, we ID, you're hot.
Welcome back, lookers and lovers. It's your girl Tank. I'm here with my girlfriends, my Galentines today. Hey, y'all.
Happy Valentine's.
Thank you. I know, right?
Galentines.
Galentines. How are you guys doing? Thank you guys so much for coming. You know, I planned this last minute, so you guys are such troopers. I love my girls be coming through in that clutch.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. So, how was y'all's day today?
Oh, it was busy.
Busy?
Yeah, it's been a busy day. Just because you have something planned for the evening, it seemed like, oh my God, everything's just so crazy.
Okay, so let me introduce you guys to my girlfriends. So the one over here in the animal print, roar, that is April. Y'all say hey to April Bester. That's my little sis,
Hello.
April. So April, why don't you tell us who you are, where you're from? Tell us like a little bit about you and like what you do.
Alrighty, so I'm April Bester. I'm originally from Mississippi, Picayune, Mississippi. I am a real estate agent here, specializing in residential real estate here in Dallas, Texas. In my spare time, I like to kick it with my girlfriends for the most part. And then when I'm not working selling homes, I'm chilling at home doing nothing. Waiting on hubby. Future hubby.
Okay, come on, hubby. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So, hubby, if you guys are out there, guys, in a little bit, you're going to see a number on the screen. So, hubby, if you out there for April, just call the number on the screen, please, and we'll get some screening going on for April. So, y'all, yes, thank you so much for coming, April May. So, me and April like to hang out a little bit, you know, a lot of bit. You know, when we can, we get together. So when we get out, we like to jump cute and look a little cute, a little something, something. So let me introduce you guys to Christina. Hey, Christina.
Hi.
So, Christina, why don't you tell the people who you are, where you're from, and who's your team? I'm sorry. Who's your football team?
City Chiefs.
Okay. So tell us who you are and what you do, Christina.
Okay. Well, my name is Christina Jones. I own a financial firm here in Plano, Texas. We teach people how money works. We do everything from investments, insurance, retirement planning, children's college fund, go into companies, set up 401k. So anything money is what my firm specializes in. But the key is the financial literacy part. We really do a big part in the community on teaching financial literacy. We'll go into churches, small companies, large companies, and just teach financial literacy, because ultimately we feel that that's most important and what we're not taught here in America. My ethnicity is Chinese. I was born in Taiwan, but I grew up and I came to America when I was 1 and have lived here all my life. So I am Chinese American, I guess what they would call it.
Yes. See, I got friends from all types of places, honey. Look here. Well, thank you, ladies, for coming. I appreciate you guys. Like April, you know, me and Christina like to hang out. We all like to hang out. We cook. We do everything together, don't we, y'all? You got to have exactly when you break bread with your girlfriends. Isn't that like the best thing? It's the best. Exactly. Like it's the best bonding that I think I can do. Like when we sit down or when we stand up, I don't know what the hell we be doing, but we cook, we eat, we spend time with our families. Like that's the best. That's super important to me, to have a tribe that loves on you, since we're talking about love. You know what I'm saying? It's super important to have people around you that loves on you besides your family. Like I don't feel blood could make us any closer, but still to have someone, to have an extended family, you know, and your girlfriends that love on you and spend time with you. You share common interests, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be from the same background. I hear a lot of people say when it comes to girlfriends, oh, I don't mess with a lot of women. I don't have a lot of girlfriends. Well, you know, I just feel a little different about that. You know, I don't have to have a whole, you know, damn phone full of people, but at least a few people that I can bounce things off of. It's people who I can be vulnerable with and be real with, and break bread, have fun, do impromptu trips here and there. I mean, there's nothing we really haven't done together. How do you guys feel about having that intimate circle or having girlfriends? How important is that to you?
I feel like it's very, very important. Your girlfriends, every girlfriend of mine, brings something different to the table, right? So I don't have a one girlfriend that does it all. Certain girl, and I don't have a whole bunch. Just my little tribe. Certain ones are very business focused. Certain ones are, family focused. It's just everyone brings a little bit, and I feel like you have to have that diversity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
our
super important.
commonality at the end of the day, the one commonality is being there for one another, making money with one another.
Yes,
and
yes.
always celebrating life
Yes.
milestones
With
together
one another. Yeah, that's super important. What about you, April? How do you feel about having that? Like, how important is it to you to at least just have a small tribe of people that you can pour into, and they pour into you? Because I like that. That's important.
For me, it's super important. Just not being from here. I have no family here, like biological family. You guys are my family, so
Right.
it's really important to me. When I need something or just somebody to talk to, I call you my big sister, Christina. So I mean, I talk to you guys probably on a weekly basis, some on a daily basis. So I mean, it's super important to me because you just need somebody to talk to sometimes, or just be that shoulder to lean on, or just be there to vent, or just anything.
Yeah, it's, to me, like, I like the fact that the diversity, like Christina said, being able to bring something to the table. Like, each and every one of you represents something in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have anybody around me, and I suggest people do this. Like, if someone doesn't add value to your life, then don't fuck with them in any way whatsoever, because you have to be able to give something to them as well. It's a two-way street. I get something different from everybody in my life. That's an important factor. There's no need to have people around and they're just taking up space. I don't need you around because you're cute. I don't need you around because you drive a nice car. Well, you cute, but you know what I'm saying? You just happen to be a little package, okay? You guys just happen to be a little package.
Speaking of that, I had somebody say, April don't have any ugly friends. I was like, what do you mean? I don't go pick my friends the way that they
Right,
look, so.
right, exactly. So I don't need people to fill space just because, right. Well, now you're not gonna get no new friends. No.
I'm sorry, you are what you attract. That's
Exactly. I agree. I would agree with that. Pretty inside, pretty outside, it makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a difference. So I just feel like, everybody should contribute to each other. Everybody should value each other. I don't feel like people should carry the weight feeling like I'm the friend that pours more into you than you pour into me. That's a one-way street. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all, when y'all build these friendships, that you're finding people that pour into you. The materialistic shit does not matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. You find somebody that you can learn from. I feel like I can learn something from each and every one of you in some kind of way. Christina, she's my money girl. I need to tap more into that. I want to be better, in a better position financially. That's my goal. So I need to reach out to my girlfriend who can probably lead me in the right way. I want to buy a house, pretty soon. I need to reach out to my girl and make sure April, what about this? Get you advice. If you have people around you that's in an industry that can help you, and you need that help, try that resource first. You know what I'm saying? I think that having resourceful friends that you all can pull together is super important, right?
Absolutely.
You want to be able them to be able to empower you to do something. We all don't do everything alike. So let's talk about love a little bit here. Christina, you're actually married, so tell us about that. How long you been married? Tell us about your family.
This year, I will have been married for 20 years.
Girl, are you even older? Damn. Are you even April? Are you
So we
even
are
old enough to be
celebrating.
married 20 years?
Yes.
Damn,
So
Christina.
it's a big
20
anniversary.
years. Oh my God.
So what are we
for
doing? Look
us.
at me. So what are we doing?
Oh, and it's also my big 40th this
Okay.
year. So
Okay.
we're gonna, there's a lot
Do
of
it up.
big
It's gonna be
things.
a lot of big things happening,
Like one thing at a
right?
time, one thing at a time.
Yeah.
I totally forgot Valentine's Day. I thought Valentine's Day was on Wednesday.
This coming Wednesday?
yes, so
Okay.
everything has been switched up for me today. So when you said how was today, everything had been fast forwarded one day.
Yeah,
today.
because Valentine's Day is tomorrow.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
And so how do you guys normally celebrate Valentine's Day when you're married as a married couple? Do you like switch it up sometimes?
Well, honestly, I don't know. To me, it's a very commercialized holiday.
Okay.
So we don't, the flowers are there.
Right.
He tries to do something, but it's just like when we have a work day, like a work week flowing and
Mhm.
everything is going, like we don't need to stop what we're doing just to celebrate this one day.
Gotcha.
We can do it whenever. We can do it when everybody's not rushing to the restaurants, buying flowers,
Exactly.
doing all of that.
I like
Because
that. I like
I
that.
don't know. It's the same thing year after year, and to me, so we were going to celebrate something this evening.
Oh,
So when we
okay.
get out of here, so meet my
Yeah,
hubby up
and go do a little something, something. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I like that.
And then-
I like that the non-traditional, because, well, for one, we buy each other flowers all the time. That's just
Mhm.
what we do. If you're
Yeah.
in my circle, that's what we do. We give each other our flowers. We do it. And I know that you guys have date nights and stuff like that
Mhm.
on a regular. So being married to you, like you said, Valentine's Day is just a holiday.
Yes.
Like you guys love on each other every day.
Yes.
That's so
So a lot of our
awesome.
holidays. So on Valentine's Day, I really prefer to do it with our children.
And that's super fun,
Yeah,
right?
so
I
it's just-
remember
it's
that.
such a day full of love, and like I want to love on my children. And
Right.
so I got a little surprise for them tomorrow.
Yay!
They're not watching this, so I can say
Yes,
this.
please
Yeah,
share.
I just got we got so yesterday when the Chiefs won, we have this big thing, a really cute picture of our family,
Yeah.
and I put it on a billboard so that we'll drive by tomorrow.
Christina, you got to send me
Evening,
that
take-
so I
take the
can
kids to
post
do
it.
that.
Oh my God.
So that'll
That's
be
going to be so
special for
awesome.
them.
Y'all had to see Christina's balloons and stuff yesterday. I already had plans to go to another party, but y'all better believe I would have been at Christina's house if I didn't. It was super, super cute. I should have put a picture up and showed y'all, but it was so super cute, the balloons. And I saw that picture y'all took. That was really cute.
It'll be up all week. All week. So
The billboard.
everybody-
The billboard. Yeah, that's so
Yes.
super awesome. I remember when my son was younger, Valentine's Day was super important to me because I used to always make him like boxes or bags or make him something cool for a guy. And then I started doing it for my grandkids too, but I get so damn tired. Like this year, I think this year's the first year I didn't do Valentine's Day for my grandkids, which I have 5.
Oh,
I have
wow.
5.
Yes,
5.
you do.
I do, right? So
do.
I didn't do it this year, but I do stuff with them all the time. So doing it on the regular makes it a lot easier. So April, what are you doing for Valentine's Day, girlfriend?
Well, I don't have any plans. But an old Valentine has swept in and got me a few gifts.
Okay. Oh, Valentine. Do I know this Valentine?
You do.
Okay,
You have met him. But
Okay.
officially I don't have a Valentine, but I am looking forward to having it as a traditional holiday, having
Yeah.
this guy sweep me off my feet and do all the roses, the
Mm-hmm.
candy, the dinner. So I'm looking forward to it, but as of right now, nothing official.
No,
but
nothing popping off. Like,
No.
yeah, but it's
That's-
nice to be thought of, right?
It's nice to be thought of. And so if someone else decides to come through and does something for Valentine's Day, then there'll be an option as
Yeah,
well.
we'll have this number going across the screen here in a little bit. If it's not already going across the screen. So if you
So
don't
if
have
they
a
wanna step
if you
up.
yes, honey, you can call in tonight and shoot your shot at Miss April. It's different, like single, right. Right.
It's different.
So
I'm trying
Christina,
to be like my friends. And just be like, oh,
exactly.
it's a non-traditional holiday.
Yeah,
Hey,
in
I'm
20
ready for it to be
years.
a traditional
Right,
holiday.
in
for
20
me to
years,
celebrate.
right? Yeah. So it's different for us single girls,
Yes,
right? Because
yes.
it's last year I had a Valentine.
Yeah,
Right.
you
I
did.
had
You
I had a
did.
Valentine
Oh,
last year.
Lord, you did.
This
have
year.
one. Okay.
Right. It was a great Valentine shit, but
It was.
shit be happening.
Yeah.
But this year, I'm out in these damn streets again. Nah, just kidding. But I mean, and I don't feel a type of way either. It was so liberating today
Mhm.
going and getting like the flowers and the chocolate covered strawberries and balloons and champagne for you guys that I felt like I felt really good. I didn't feel like any type of way like, oh, sad or because I don't have somebody to share it with. I'm like, this feels kind of good
share
to
with
know
us.
that I'm pouring into, my girlfriends and I feel good about that. Like I don't have to receive anything in return. I'm sure we'll have the text tomorrow and the memes and this, that, and the third, and that'll be great. But yeah, I'm single. Like a single to me, strong, independent, noticeable, generous, loyal, and enlightened. Y'all see that? Single.
Yes.
Single.
Independent.
Yeah, so it's not a bad
Notice
thing.
me.
So you for you single girls out there and single guys, just not the girls. It's okay to be single and around the holidays and not feel bad. I know that some people get depressed around holidays. I don't know if they get depressed around Valentine's Day. I wouldn't. I don't know. I mean, maybe they
No,
lost their
absolutely
Valentine.
not.
Depending on where you
What it
happened from your
means
last
around that
relationship.
time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now I could be really sad right now, but I'm not because I know I'm a great Valentine.
And we can do something tomorrow. Like,
Exactly. We know we got them crab legs. We can just have us
We
a little
do.
boil. Why don't we do that? Now, if somebody don't call on that screen, get you and me right on together. Okay.
Y'all gotta have double dates.
Exactly. So
If
we
they
don't
know
have
it's
us a
that
Valentine
full.
crab boil. So yeah, so it's not so bad. So I had an excerpt that I had put up. Can we show that last little clip? Yeah, the quote. There was a quote from Devon Franklin, and he said, when you're single, don't spend all of your time looking for love because when you do that, you miss the opportunity to look for yourself. Now, loving yourself is super, super important, right? Loving yourself before I can't give you something I don't have. So if I don't love me, whether you're in a relationship or married or single or whatever the case is, I mean, how do you guys feel about that? Like, do you feel self-love is something that you have to definitely work hard at it? Like, what do you do to show your self-love? Like, how do you feel about that? How do you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you have to love yourself before you love anybody else. Like you have to be happy with yourself internally and externally before you can give that to somebody else. Because if not, you're always going to be looking for that validation in a man or
definitely.
your partner
Or a woman or
Yeah.
whoever. Right. That is
Yeah.
so right.
And that's the best thing about being single.
Yeah.
Like you get the opportunity to learn who you are and actually figure out what you want.
Right.
And so,
because there's some people who just can't be single.
yeah,
You
they
know,
can't
and
be
I feel
single,
like,
but that
how do
comes from low
you?
self-esteem. Well,
Yeah.
not low self-esteem, but you're not actually wholeheartedly happy with yourself.
With yourself, you
So-
think that people don't take the time to get to know themselves during those off seasons when they're not with someone? Some people just have to jump. Like I see people like people that I know, people that I don't know. Just I see them like every 6 months with a different person. And it's okay. I ain't judging y'all asses. Don't come out. Don't come for me. Okay. Don't come. I ain't send for you. I'm just saying that's something that I haven't done. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been quick to jump from person to person because damn, I need time to get over this last motherfucker. Like I don't feel like I can give myself that much energy to go on that quick. You might be able to do it if that's fine. But I like the time that I spend with myself.
I used to be that person. I used to be
Really?
that person. Yeah. Before we met. Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
I was
about
that
it.
person. Like before I got out of a relationship, I was already transitioning to another relationship.
Why is that though? What did you feel? You feel there was some low self-esteem? You felt you didn't love yourself enough?
I didn't feel like I didn't love myself. I was just always used to being in a relationship. I was never used to just not having a relationship. So when I was by myself and being single for so long, I was having I was like withdrawals, like, oh my God, like I'm by myself and, I'm in this bed by myself. And so, that was, but just looking back over time, I feel like it was just God, like just really just building me and molding me and showing me like who I really am and what I really want.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you feel, Christina, about loving yourself and pouring into yourself and as a married woman,
I ain't
how do
saying
you
that.
find the time as a married woman? You got a family.
So,
Yeah.
I'm going to be completely transparent.
Please.
I am learning self-love. Yeah, this year is one where I was going to start focusing more on self-love. And that's because I feel like, okay, so I have 5 children.
Child,
Okay.
let me drink.
So, so my oldest is 25, right? And my youngest is about to be 10 in a few days. So I feel like all of my life,
Right.
I've been loving on my family, my children. I am the mother hen of it all, right? I
Right.
do it all. Like, I mean, as far as just being a mother, being a wife, the woman role. And I don't know. I don't lack on like my self-esteem. I'm very confident. It's just as far as digging a little bit deeper
Right. Yeah.
and seeing that gap. There's a lot of certain things where I'm very unhappy with myself, but then like, why is that?
Right.
And it
Like get
comes
to the root of it.
Yeah, I do not like to be alone.
Yeah.
That is
We
one
talk
thing.
about
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I do not like to be alone.
That's okay.
It's like, hey, if I gotta
Somebody
go to the
needs to
grocery
be
run, hey,
around.
I'll
Yeah.
bring one of the kids. Like,
Right.
come on, let's roll
You
with
like
me.
to have somebody with you.
If I'm, I don't know, going somewhere, I'll call April. Hey, what are you doing? We'll
Mhm.
be on the phone on
I'll
the
pick
ride.
you up.
Right. Right. Just so somebody can be with her. Right.
Yeah.
So what are you doing to spend more time with yourself and to pour into just you? What are you doing? Like I know I've been watching you, right? I pay
Mhm.
attention to all of my friends. So I've been watching you with your videos and come out of your comfort zone. And I'm so super proud of you
Thank
for
you, thank
doing
you,
that.
thank you,
That
thank
takes a lot.
you.
People don't understand the fears and the things that people have to conquer internally in order to love on themselves more. Not that you're not getting love from anybody else,
Mhm.
but like you said, being transparent, like you're learning to work on self-love, whatever
Mhm.
that means to you, because it means something different to everyone.
Yes,
So
that's
what are
true.
you doing? Like, what are some of the small things that you're doing to pour into you a little differently that you wouldn't normally do by yourself?
One is going to the gym by myself.
That's good.
And I feel like self-love is really, just your my internals,
Mhm.
right? Like I've really been blessed having all of these children and not working out and
Mhm.
still,
Looking amazing.
Thank you.
Fucking
Thank you,
say
thank
it.
you, thank you,
Just
thank you,
fucking
thank
say
you.
it. I'm still fine as fuck.
But internally, right? Like
Yeah.
internally,
Yeah.
why? Like I need that to look just as good as the outside.
As the
So then I
outside,
started
exactly.
working out, watching my diet. But I believe that food is it's a pleasantry of life. So
Oh.
I don't like to give up or adjust my eating habits. And I don't feel like my eating habits are horrible.
Right.
But then I did give up alcohol.
Which I wondered
many
why.
days are you in?
Yeah.
I
How
lost
many
count,
days?
but we're right around like 36 days.
Right now?
So I'm not like an
Queen
alcoholic.
is 36 days.
36
I'm not
days
alcoholic, but when I do
36
like some shots,
days.
36 days.
So when was that? When we had our last shot?
She
when we
probably
were-
made you take a whole bunch of them. That's
No,
why
when
it's
we
like-
were, remember when we were at the house
We
and
were doing our
cooked?
vision board.
Yeah.
Our vision board.
So that was the
first
last-
week of January.
Mhm.
That was the last time you had.
That was because it was that Sunday, the 7th. I stopped.
Oh my God. I'm so super proud of you, friend.
Yes.
Oh my, how do you feel?
Honestly, I mental clarity.
Yeah.
I haven't like lost any weight. I don't feel like any like physical changes,
Right.
but I feel a lot of it, like my stomach doesn't like cramp.
Cramp because you're drinking the
cramp.
sugar
I
and
don't
stuff.
feel bloated.
Good.
Yesterday, when the Chiefs won, that was the first time I was tempted to
Like to salute.
celebrate.
Right. You wanted to celebrate.
but
And you didn't.
no,
And you
I
did
had
good.
a
Way to
soda
go,
water with
girl.
lime.
Yes, that's so
High five,
awesome.
friend.
Yeah. So
Yes.
April, so like real quick. So what are you doing to pour into yourself that's different than what you have normally been doing? You know what I'm saying? Because we all do say we're spending time with ourselves. So what is something that you're doing?
Oh my God. just trying to be a better version of me, trying to just do things outside the box, which I'm really trying to figure out like what that is.
Yeah, but it takes
For my
time.
business, I'm be honest, like for my business, trying to be more present on social media.
I like that. I like that.
Looking up to my friends, because this is something that we always talk about, the friendships, different dynamics. Like,
Mhm.
okay, you're married, you're very outgoing. Like, you go to a bar and sit by yourself. I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not. I will go
I go everywhere by myself.
to the grocery store and that kind. I'm not going anywhere and eat by myself.
Right.
So, maybe that might be a challenge for
Mhm.
something for me to do. Just being like Christina, like role model, being married for 20 years, and then you just being like super outgoing, just being more open. Most people say that I might be a little bit pulled back. So just being more open and just putting myself out there more, because I really don't do much.
Yeah.
If I don't go anywhere with you guys, I don't go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can tell you, like, I'm super, super proud of you, because you being, but that's what the show is for. Like, being transparent, like people need to know like who you are, Okay. So we got to call in. So let's see what these people want. But real quick, while he's getting the call, I'm super proud of you, April, because you being here in particular, it's a big deal. Like, you would have never, she would have never done this. You know what I'm saying? She would have never done this. So we have a call. Hey, I don't know how to just ring.
It's for April.
Yeah, right.
It's for you.
It's for April.
The host. I want to try to share it, but I don't know how.
Hi, caller. How are you? Is it working? Okay. Hi. So we have Carla on the line. Hey, Carla. Can you hear me? Kayla? Hey, Kayla. How are you? Right here. I'm great. Thank you for calling Tank Talks. So, did you have a question, a comment, or some advice for us today?
I just wanted to share, I wanted to get in on a discussion about Valentine's Day. And, for me, I am presently single, but I still, it was always a special holiday for me in my home. And really, the first person I was going to say that made it special was my mom. So there were boyfriends and husband and all that. My mom always made it special because it's, a holiday that celebrates love. So I just wanted to, encourage folks that are out there, even, single people, that there are things you can do just to celebrate that. So
I like that.
Yeah, I do a lot of things with my friends, with my sorority sisters, with my children, with my, siblings. So I think if you just take the focus out of it, off of it being solely for romance, and just making sure that you're celebrating love, which is at the core of the holiday, then there's so much you can do to still feel enriched and to feel love.
I like that. I agree with that. I feel like I'm with you. Growing up, my great grandmother and my grandmother, they always made sure Valentine's for me, when I woke up that morning, or all the kids in the house had candy, had stuff to take to school. So it starts when you're younger. And I think that foundation is really important, that people understand. Like, some people think it's materialistic or whatever the case is, but it starts with showing the love, and there's so many things you can do just to do that. And I like the point that you made, like taking away from the romance part of it. Like, it doesn't have to be about being romantic or romance as a whole. I like that. I appreciate your input. Definitely. So do you live in Dallas?
I'm in Metroplex. Yeah, I'm up in the Colony.
Okay, awesome. I appreciate your call, and thank you so much. So for you calling today, I'm going to send you a Tank Talk hoodie.
Hope we get one too.
It's super cute, girl. I don't know if you follow me. I'm sure you do by now, but it's the logo that you see on the screen, and it'll be super cute. So when you get it, you got to post some pictures and then tag me.
I love it, and I sure will. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kayla. We appreciate you calling in.
Bye, Kayla.
Okay, take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So So yeah, so like the lady said, like she was like on point with all of it, right? Like spending
Yeah.
time with your girlfriends, spending time with just doing stuff for yourself. It's super important. I think that like I said, this year I don't have a Valentine or a date or not yet anyway. So maybe they'll call it April. We thought that was gonna be for us, but we had let's
But it did remind me of like, growing up, like
Uh-huh.
my mom she always got me a teddy bear every
Mhm.
year. Even still probably up until the last couple of years, like she'll just I don't know, send me something for Valentine's Day. And I'm like, Mom, you don't have to do that. Once you
Right.
get older and you get to a certain age, I guess the one single like me, you do want to have like Valentine's Day for that companionship.
Right, you do. Because I mean, just having someone, even if it's a night in, I can remember Valentine's Day last year. Like we didn't go out.
Yeah.
I actually cooked,
Ooh.
and it was, and I brought
You
this
probably
like.
had on some lingerie.
No,
while
let me
you
tell
cooked.
you, like all transparency,
Yeah,
like that was the goal. I didn't even have a chance to put the lingerie on.
Oh,
Okay.
Let's
But
get to
that
the
was a
point.
goal. So let me tell you that lingerie has not been used.
Okay.
So
okay.
that number on the button, no, I'm just kidding. So if you call 1-800 you're saying talk, you might have a chance to see. And it's like, it's super cute, y'all. I went out and bought, and that was my gift to him. Like that lingerie, which I took back, but that lingerie, the sweets, and the steak dinner. And y'all, it was so funny. I bought these steaks. Like I don't cook steak a lot, but I wanted it to be like super cool. But they were like brontosaurus fucking steaks. They were so big, y'all. It was too big. Like I should have had them cut them. They were super expensive. They were really nice, but I did the little size and stuff. But the steaks were so damn big, it didn't even make no sense. But anyways, but yeah. So to me, like I haven't stopped pouring into myself for a while. I think that I started doing that, and then this year I wanted to make a special focus I wanted to make sure that I poured into me enough so that I would be more intuitive with myself, with the decisions that I make, because that's super important to me now. At 50 years old, I have a goal to be better. They say you know better, you do better. So like financially, pouring into myself that way, not buying so much. I mean, you know how it is, having clothes in the closet with tags still on them.
Exactly.
And if they've been there for 2 years, you haven't worn them, like it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So purging, doing some things that I want to do, positioning myself better that way, making sure my business makes sense to me, trying not so hard to be a strong woman, but yet a smart woman and a whole woman, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We all want to be strong. We've all been there. The independence is there. But, preparing myself to be ready for a partner when that comes. So that I can already be in a position that's better for me, loving on myself. Like I said, I can't give you something I don't have. And I think people get that wrong. Like I love you. I want to give you the world, but have you given that to yourself?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Have you honestly given it to yourself? They say it what?
They say that I don't know. It's hard. It's tough out here dating.
It is.
Just with our dating pool and the things the standards. I feel like.
So would you
that
say
we
there's
have.
piss in the pool, in the dating pool?
I feel like I'm not trying to bash women, but I feel like the standards for some people, when it comes to a man, like they just fold. The standards aren't as high, and so men are just so used to a average standard that they feel like they don't really have to do much.
Let's talk. Let's talk
they
about
have so
that.
many options because
Yeah.
us as women, we allow them to. There's so many single women versus single men, and so they have so many options.
Yeah, there's
it could
they're
be me, you, and
outnumbered.
Christina, I might do something that Christina will do that you'll do.
Exactly.
And it's just like, oh well, I can get Christina to do this, I can get Tank to do this.
Yeah.
I don't need you. I was like, bye.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. That's a great point. The options when it comes to finding love. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's hard because, like I said, is there?
No, you're married, friend.
Yeah, but
So
still,
what?
she
What's
can
that?
she can relate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like there ain't nothing in here that nobody can relate to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So finding love is super important, but it's hard to do that because the options. I don't even want to say because I hear people say, "Oh, there aren't men in Dallas. They're in great." When you go anywhere, you're gonna have the same thing. So to me, it's just the quality of the people. So it's not what you attract; it's what you entertain. To me. You know what I'm saying? You're going to attract all types of stuff.
That's true.
I don't necessarily like short men,
Shrimp boats.
but you know, I get people yanking on my pants leg
But they're
all the
most
time.
confident.
They're the most confident. They give us just as much love. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, what happened to your type? So that whole situation with the men aren't available kind of goes out the window. But like you said, women and it's not about standards because everybody has what they will and what they won't accept.
Yeah.
What it is the what you allow.
That's true.
You see
Okay,
what I'm
you
saying?
allow.
What you allow. The women nowadays, so many women. Now, don't come for me, and I won't send for y'all. But I'm just speaking for myself and from experience. Okay. So let's be clear. The views of Tank Talks and their guests aren't the views of everyone. So you guys make sure you're not
Disclosure.
quoting us, right? Because I
Yeah.
usually do the disclaimer before, but I didn't because I felt like we were talking about a subject we're talking about love.
Yeah.
But we're getting in depth when it comes to love because a lot of people need to hear this because people are thinking it, they're just not saying it. So the women nowadays they're not showing their self enough respect and they're accepting any damn thing. And it looks really fucking desperate to me. You know what I'm saying? How do you guys feel about that? The women we are looking desperate out here, y'all.
Yeah.
We're looking like we just gonna accept some shit because he drive a nice car or because he has a good job or because you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about any of that shit. I've been there, done that. I've had a nice car. I've got, you know what I'm saying? Had nice jobs. So it's not about needing them for that. But if you allow someone to treat you in a way that doesn't make you feel good, but you still put up with it, they're expecting that same thing from the next person, which makes it harder for the person that comes behind them. Because here I come with, I ain't putting up with shit.
Yeah.
Right type of attitude.
Yeah.
But because you dealt with this person, he's going to be like, fuck you, you know, I ain't going because you got too many standards, which they're not standards. I'm a typical woman. I just won't let you walk all over me.
I've had men that tell me that I don't do dates. I'm gonna take you on a date, but I typically gonna take women on dates. And I'm like,
well, what are you doing out here?
How do you get to know somebody?
but
How do you get to?
But
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Women's standards, like they're not saying this because it's not something that they're saying this because women are allowing them to do this. Like, you have to date me.
Yeah,
Like,
you do.
what do you mean we not going on dates? We just gonna go to your house and kick it? No, like, take me to go eat.
Yeah, let's do something.
Yeah.
We could
Like,
do anything. We do
let's go-
putt. We could do
yeah,
anything. We could
putt-putt,
take go
bowling,
ride a
like,
bike.
something, let's go
Yeah,
out
yeah.
together. Like,
And there are
just wanna
people.
go to the house,
but-
hang out and chill.
Yeah,
No,
but the
sir.
men don't expect you to want to. They're not even asking you on the fucking date nowadays.
Well, a
They're
lot
not
of women
even-
ask
they're not-
them on dates.
But they're not
sometimes.
asking you on a date. Like, you just gonna good morning my ass to death. Like,
Oh,
when the
yeah.
fuck are you gonna get to? Would you like to hang out? I'd like to get to know you better. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But we're talking about men in their 40s and 50s.
Ooh.
We're not talking about children. You understand what I'm saying? So men nowadays, the standard for them, they have it so easy. The women are throwing themselves at them and not allowing them to be men. You see what I'm saying? And they're accepting it. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, y'all.
No, that's the truth.
You know, they're accepting it. They're accepting the woman to take the lead role in the chasing,
Oh,
and the
absolutely
courting
not.
and the dating. They're accepting it because the women's doing all the calling, all the driving by,
Mhm.
all the, you know, I'm going to pay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. They're doing all that. So when we come along with our ass having standards and shit, and feeling like we're old school and we want to be courted and dated and treated like a lady and wined and dined, it's a problem.
I feel like it's appreciated at the same sense because you're different. You know, like they might not do that for the other women. And I haven't heard you say a man doesn't do this for you, but like I've been told I really don't do these things, but we still do them.
I've heard it.
It just amazes me, like, oh, this is new to you, or this is something you don't typically do.
Right.
It's just
And I
like-
think like in finding love, like it's so hard because we have to deal with all this
Mhm.
that we get discouraged. And then we go into our corner with like, I'm just going to do me. I'm just going to take care of me. And then they wonder, the men wonder like, oh, why aren't you married? Like I'm 50 and I've never been married. Well, it just hasn't happened.
Yeah.
You know, this doesn't have to be something wrong with me. I'm just not quick to be like, okay, you're mine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm yours.
You
You
didn't
know,
always want to be
in a way it's a blessing. I mean, I haven't been through a whole bunch of men, but you know, at least when my husband, I've been saving myself for you.
That's
You
what
know?
I'm talking about, friend. That's what I'm talking about.
I've been saving myself for you. So call 1-800-TANK TALK.
It might be for you.
It might be for you. So Christina, so what was it like as a married person? Because I want your perspective.
Mhm.
How do you guys keep the heat going? You know, in the marriage. You know
For
what I'm
20
saying?
years.
How do you
20
how do
years.
you make that love last? Because I know it's not easy. It's not easy doing anything. But to be with someone for any length of time, how do you keep the fire burning? How do you, what do you
Okay.
do?
I feel like our I don't know, maybe I need to have a drink.
Have a drink.
Water.
Water, yeah. With juice. That's what it is.
Okay. When we first met, our relationship was very, I don't know, it was very sex based.
Okay.
So like the love, was that, hold on, we're talking about love.
Keep going. This is full transparency,
Yes,
so keep going.
I don't know, like our love language is loving on each other,
Mhm.
like physical touches and loves, and so we've never had to spice it up. Like it's spicy all the time.
Right.
Like we love each other's love so much. I don't
Right.
know. We're very
2 peas in a pod. For sure.
yeah, we're very sexual beings. So we're just very adventurous already.
Right.
I guess I'll leave it like that.
Right, which
So when
is
you find
great.
someone
Which
with
keeps
very
it
adventurous
spicy.
in
Which
it,
keeps it
So then
spicy,
I feel
right?
like, our problems have never just been around how, so like
I'm helping you out, friend.
thank you.
But I can say, just looking at you guys' relationship, being your friend, like you guys, like the vibe is always there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even though she's not drinking anymore, like they just have like this vibe.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Amongst themselves.
yeah, it's like I say, when I think of Christina, I think of Maurice. When I think of Maurice, I think of Christina. You know,
Right.
I think about them both. I think about the kids. So it's just like a very natural, organic vibe with you guys.
Well, good. So the love keeps flowing. Like
yeah, and
there's
very, I don't know, very transparent, our communication is super strong.
That's good.
And
That's
I don't
good.
know, I just like, I'm very needy. I don't like to be, certain things. So
Right.
I'll drop in like, hey, like my love,
Your love language, right?
Yeah, I'll be like, my love tank is empty.
Empty. Like
so
fill me up, Maurice.
Yeah, so it'll, but like, and then he'll get it. Like, you know what?
Yeah,
like maybe
I
I just
get
need
it.
to love on her, give her some more hugs. She's
I get
telling
it.
me that she needs me.
Yeah.
Right. And then she's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I want to be I want to be cuddled and snug,
Yeah.
like
I think we all have like, so what do you guys, speaking of love languages, like, so they're all mine. Okay. Like all of them are my love language.
What's the order,
I don't
though?
have all of them.
Come on, Tank.
Seriously, April.
Okay,
I think
number one
words
would
of
still be girl,
See,
I know my
your
friend.
people
Words of
know you. Your
affirmation
people
would be number
know
one.
words of affirmation are number
2
one for
gifts.
me. 2 is gifts. I love giving them and I love getting them.
Yeah.
And physical touch is going to be number 3.
Okay.
Okay, because I love to be touched. I'm very touchy feely. If I'm into you, I'm all over you.
Okay.
That's just how I am, and then everything else falls into play.
Acts of
So
service.
yeah, and I'm always trying to do something for someone, and I believe that
I forgot the 5th one.
action is great. What's the 5th one?
So you have physical touch,
words of affirmation, acts of service,
gifts.
gifts, and what else? Somebody tell us what the other love language is. And okay, what are you guys?
So my first one would be actually gifts.
Okay, I like
yes,
it.
Yes,
And I could see
it's
that.
Not the
I
shallow
could see
part
that.
Of gifts. The
Yeah,
gifts,
no.
The gifts part comes back from being thoughtful.
Yeah.
Like you were out and you thought about
Mhm.
me. Like it
Mhm.
could be just anything. Like
Yeah.
you thought about me.
Yeah.
And like I'm really big on like you thought about me.
Right.
And that's probably
Right.
why I love y'all so much because y'all always give me stuff. And I'm like, oh my
But
God, I love them.
that's how we love on each other,
Yes.
though. You know, it
And
could be the smallest thing, something big. That's how we love on each other.
I feel like it takes a lot for you to actually.
Okay,
pick
here we
up-
go, April.
Oh,
The 5 love languages.
quality time. That's the
Yeah,
other one.
quality time, which is super important.
Right.
Physical touch, acts of service, gift giving, words of affirmation, and quality time.
Right.
So all of those are super important. We just got really romantic in here. Guys, can we get a little?
So the gift giving, it comes back. I feel like it takes a lot for you to think about somebody and actually, like, okay, so the other day, for an example, like my back was like killing me. Like I could not get up out the bed. And Christina's getting ready for the Super Bowl. Like she done a ton of stuff, making balloon arches.
Yes,
but
girl.
she stopped in the middle of her day making Sam's runs, Costco runs, blowing up balloons with the kids, family. She got all this stuff, and she took the time out to. Oh, I'm not gonna cry. Oh, she took
But
the
if
time
you do,
out
it's
and
okay.
sent me, like,
This is a
heat-
safe space.
No, she sent me a heating pad for my back.
See what I'm saying?
She sent me some Bengay for my back. And she sent me some gummy bears because I
You
like
love gummy bears.
So
Yeah.
that was like, that's what I'm talking about, like gift giving.
Yeah,
And then
it's super important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you thought about me in the midst of all these things.
And how could we forget quality time? Like we gotta remember that.
Quality
Yeah.
time is very important.
So yeah,
it takes away from your time because I feel like words of affirmation, like that's number 5 for me.
Mhm.
It's the very last one for me, and because I feel like people can tell you anything.
Yeah.
Like I do want you to speak positivity into me, but I feel like you can tell me anything, but it takes a lot for you to actually do that action
for it to be true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what about you, Christina? Love
I think-
language.
I don't know. I think mine's like gift giving.
That's your
Like,
number 1.
Yeah.
Gift
like
giving.
Is that your love language?
Yours. Not what you like to do,
what-
but what makes you feel like people love on you. So gifts.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
that. I do.
And then there's words of affirmation, physical
Quality
touch,
time.
quality time. That's like
Quality
number
time
2.
is-
That's super
you know, like,
important.
time to me is so important.
Yeah.
I'm completely backwards on time. I
Yeah.
feel like compared to a lot of others. I like when I celebrate. This is gonna sound so corny as also when I celebrate my dog's birthday.
Mhm.
I never wanted a dog to begin with, but we end up getting a dog. Now we have 2 dogs. But long story short, when we celebrate the dog's birthday,
Right.
and I get sad because it's like another year that we're
Mhm.
not going that's counting down to them to get
Older.
they're older.
Right.
I don't do well with death, so
Right.
it's just like that, like time
Time is super important.
Yeah, time is super
Yeah.
important. I mean,
What about
I
physical
love-
touch?
Physical touch,
What'd you say? That's you said
yeah.
it's 2, 3, or 4.
Physical touch.
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
And-
pretty high up there.
And with y'all's marriage, I'm just saying it's because I'm a friend.
Mhm.
So like every time she like gets mad at her husband, but if he feels her like feeling a certain vibration, like he
Mhm.
goes and hugs on him
And loves on her. But see, that's awesome. That's
Like, he
physical
knows her
touch.
love language,
So that's
like,
something,
baby, I
that's
love
definitely
you.
her language for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I don't know what you guys like love languages are, but it's super important to know it, right?
Yeah.
It's super important to know it. I didn't know until my early 30s.
Okay.
I didn't start to get in tune with my energy and love languages and stuff like that, and got more in tune with myself. But it's super important to know what those languages are. Whether you believe it or not, there's something that makes you tick. There's something that drives you. There's something inside of you that makes you that person, and it brings you down. It's kind of like the comfort food situation. When you get a certain mood and you're feeling bad, there's one thing that makes you feel good, right? There's something that can make you feel like really comforted, make you want to snuggle up
What do y'all
in your
think our love
blanket.
Food love language is.
Oh,
On
food.
3, let's say it. And we'll see if we say
Ready?
the same thing.
1, 2, 3. Crawfish. Oh, crawfish. Seafood, definitely.
Seafood. Yeah.
That's definitely our,
Yeah,
our lovely. Yeah,
Crawfish
look
would
at
be
it's
number
in
one on
there.
the seafood.
It's in there. Yeah,
On
it's
the
in there.
seafood
So
list,
yeah,
yes.
we
Okay,
love
my bad.
seafood. We're always eating seafood. Real quick. So guys, we're gonna take a pause for the cause and come back. We're gonna do a little questionnaire. Do a little questions for the girls. I didn't give them to Don, but I'll ask them. So we'll be right back. But before we go, I think we have some information about some upcoming events for Power Play. When we come back, we'll go over those events. So we'll be right back. Y'all hang tight. See you in a minute.
Bye.
About love and loving on each other, how to love yourself, how what happens after love, shit, all that stuff. I got my girlfriends April and Christina here. We are chilling. So look, love doesn't make the world go around. Love is what makes the ride worthwhile. I believe that, right? I believe that. Like I believe love makes a lot of stuff happen. Like love has like a lot of like components, right?
It
To
does.
me, I feel like love is exciting.
It is.
Love is adventurous.
Yeah.
Love is emotional.
Very.
Love takes work.
Yes.
Love has so many components, like love is up, love is down, love is good, and love is bad. You know, there's so many things that we can say about love.
Love
like
makes you do crazy things.
yes,
Yeah.
love makes you do. Look, what's the
Love is
craziest thing
life.
you guys have done for love? Like what's the crazy?
The craziest.
the
What you
cra-
mean, like
April,
crazy,
like
like in a
crazy,
relationship,
crazy.
crazy?
Like in relationship
let y'all go.
crazy.
Okay, I'll go first. Well,
Like in
I don't know,
relationship
like
crazy.
love and then makes you mad and you react crazy, or love
Like,
makes you so
Whatever the
happy.
crazy
like, what kind
thing.
of crazy?
No, the crazy
like
thing.
love make you react go
Matt,
crazy.
yeah, act crazy.
Well, they might not want to call me at that
Yeah,
tip.
so well that's okay. That's all right. They're gonna call you, they might like it. They might like it. So I'll start. So when I was younger in my 20s, I think I was in my 20s. Yeah, I dated this guy and I had let him keep my car. I let him keep my car, y'all. And this nigga,
Why did he keep your car?
no, something happened to his car. He had a car.
Okay.
But something, I don't know what happened. I don't know what this nigga was doing, but he was up to some shady shit. And I kind of knew it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'm just going to see if he's going to be bold enough to do some stupid shit while he got my car, right? And I was driving, like, I don't know why he wanted to borrow my car, but he told me because something was going on his car. It was in the shop or something, but it was just like overnight or whatever. So I was like, okay. So I called him and he didn't answer. I was like, okay, he took my car. He's cool, whatever. He was like, I'll call you in a little bit. I'm like, okay. He didn't call. He didn't answer. 3 or 4 hours went by. He still didn't answer. So it's the middle of the night,
Okay.
right? He was keeping my car
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't answer. So I was like, okay. So I got my granny car. I went and got my granny car. Sure did.
Did she know you got her car?
No,
you
because
just
I
got the
had
keys?
keys. I just went over there and got it.
Okay.
So granny, forgive me. You know, I was doing shit all the time. So I went over there and he was at home, but he was at home with somebody else.
What the hell?
With your car.
So I don't know if
With
he had
your
went and
car?
picked himself up in my car or what the hell he
Ooh,
did.
child.
But baby,
Ooh.
I went. He did the front door was unlocked, but I knew he kept the patio door open, unlocked.
Mhm.
So I climbed over the patio, and it was a tall patio, y'all. Y'all not a regular patio. I climbed over that damn patio, and I went. And I went.
What floor was it?
It was the
on?
first floor.
Okay.
And I went, the patio door was unlocked, y'all. And I went in there, and he was up in there laid up. They had been drinking, and at the time I didn't smoke. So they were smoking weed. I was mad. I was like, and you in here smoking weed with her? And they was in there naked. And I bust in that room.
Ooh.
And I didn't do nothing to nobody. But I was like, give me my fucking car. You in here, smoking weed, blah, blah, blah. It was because I wasn't smoking at the time. Now I wouldn't give a shit. I would like pass the blunt. But that was the craziest thing I ever did. I felt like I broke into his house. Like that was the craziest shit. I was in love too. I thought I was in love. I was in my 20s. That was before I started dating older men. I think that was the turn of events that made me start dating older men, because I was like, these niggas want to borrow your car and your VCR, and they and they be going to pick up other chicks. So that was like the craziest thing I've ever done. So what about y'all? For love, just real quick. It ain't got to be the one you don't want to talk about, because that was the one I didn't want to talk about.
You want to
You
go?
go ahead. You go ahead, friend. You go.
Come on now, come on.
Take high five.
Have fun.
So, okay, so I was in college, and every year at USM we have something called Q Delta Week. If you're from USM, Hattiesburg, like you know about Q Delta Week. Q Delta
Okay.
Week, Q's Deltas, like it's
Everybody.
the biggest weekend. Everybody come from everywhere, and it's like a big deal.
Okay.
So anyway, I had a boyfriend, and he wasn't answering the phone. So it's like 1:30 in the morning. He's still not answering the phone. So, me and my friend, we go to his house and his truck is there. And so I went, I'm knocking on the door. Nobody's answering the door or whatever. And it's like those apartments, those apartments where you have to like open the door and it's like a hallway.
Mhm.
You remember those apartments?
Mhm.
Okay. So anyway, he wasn't answering the phone. So he lived on the second floor. So my homegirl was with me. So
She pushed you up there.
so she trying to like push me up on the balcony, y'all. I'm like
Hanging.
my legs is hanging. I'm trying to get up on the balcony.
Did you get up there?
Hell no.
You didn't get up there?
No.
So it was wasted effort?
I was hanging from the second floor.
Just hanging there. And so you jumped.
Huh?
You jumped
No,
down?
I didn't jump like she caught me.
Oh,
caught
okay.
me. And
She
I
caught
put
you.
all his tires on flat.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah, because let me tell you why I did it. Because I had went over there before, so I have a key to his apartment. But you got a deadbolt.
you can't get in. Yeah.
So I have a key to his apartment, and I went over there before, and some chick was there. His ex was there, and she was there, and I'm like, "Hey, girl, like, what you doing here?" She's like, "Nothing. He's just taking me such and such." And I was like, I look around, and she got some bags, and I'm like, "What your bags doing here?" "Oh, we're not doing anything." So I took all her bags and I threw them over the balcony.
You in this padded balcony.
So I'm like, if y'all not doing anything, then why all your stuff is? She went and hid in the bathroom, so I just threw all her stuff over the balcony. That was on a separate. Only reason why I did it because on another occasion, he was.
So
with
this
somebody
time
else.
was like, okay, that's enough. I'm gonna put your tires on flat.
Yeah.
So that was the craziest thing you ever done for love.
Yes, and then in return, I drove this Mustang convertible, and in return, he bust the window out of my car.
He bust the windows out your car.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God!
But
wasn't that the song?
Wasn't
that the song like back in the day?
Like a year later that
Yeah.
he did it.
I never got around to busting
He
windows.
got it all fixed and then tell me that he was the one that did it.
That's crazy.
Oh, anyway, yeah.
But
that was
yeah,
my craziest
so
moment.
that's a good one, Christina.
Okay, so I had to like dig real deep because if anything in the last 20 years,
Yeah,
that I had to say
right,
is
exactly.
clearly with my husband,
Exactly,
right? And I don't want to show that side of
Right.
that, of
Okay,
us.
exactly.
So I had to like dig back a little bit deeper I don't know, probably I was probably like 17, about 17. I had a boyfriend who cheated on me, and I found out who. So I don't know. Now you, when you think about it and the things that you do when you're younger, I befriended the girl who he cheated on me with, and
Mhm.
at that time, I think I had borrowed my. I had been younger than 18 or 17. I was probably like 16. So I took my mom's car, picked her up, and we were going to go to the races in like Ennis or something like that.
Mhm.
And I befriended her, took her with me. And like, well, I don't know why I was so mad at her when it's like
His
him,
fault, right?
But I guess I'll deal with him later.
Like, you're young,
But it
you
was
know.
her who I. So we went to Ennis, and she went to the restroom at the gas station, and I took off.
Christina, you shiesty bitch. Christina, you some shiesty, okay?
And I threw it out the window. I like emptied it out in the car window. So bad. I had it like.
I wonder if she remembers that, whoever she is.
Oh, I know her name.
That's what she did, though. Don't be my friend. And try
Well,
to be with
so
my man.
we can agree we've all done something crazy,
Yeah.
you know, for love. I mean, love. I mean,
Never
but
now.
love can be a beautiful thing, you know. When you grow, when you grow up, because we all done some crazy
It could be a
shit.
funny
Like
thing, too, now we
exactly, very funny.
It makes you do things like it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It pushes you to a point where that toxicity, that toxic shit pops up. You know what I'm saying? It pushes you to that point sometimes. But like I said, you know, finding like I can remember like the worst part of love for me was losing love. Like having to let go of something or someone that you poured into and that you love. That's really hard. You know, some people don't bounce back from that. They become bitter. You know, they become hateful. They think that everybody's the same after that, which you can't help it if you've been burned or scarred.
Like a broken heart is very
real.
real.
It's very real.
It's very
Some people
real.
die of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if someone intentionally or non-intentionally, whatever happens, like breaks your heart, it's something that you can't get over. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
No, I would just say, like, just telling our stories. I think, like, over time, like, one of the biggest things that I've learned is to be emotionally in control.
Right.
Because if you let your emotions fuel your actions, you do shit like stuff that we did.
Yeah.
And like getting older, and I said that's like a part of growth. Like, you have to be emotionally in control of what you do. Like, you can't deal in emotions, because if so, like, you would do the same
shit.
That we're doing.
Yeah,
like,
the same stuff. And
because
there are
mess
adults
up.
doing that.
Yeah, men
Okay.
gonna mess up, women are gonna mess up.
Yeah.
You have to be able to be emotionally stable
Mhm.
with whoever you're
to
with,
handle the
including being
situation.
yourself.
Yeah, that is so true. I agree with that. So we had a few comments earlier. Let's see, Regina. Hey, Regina. She said Valentine's is the only day I celebrate simple because I'm a sweetheart. Oh, that's sweet. You know, a lot of people like I don't know if you're single, Regina, or I don't know, but a lot of people are getting ready to just for it to be another day. A lot of men I see postings, you know, I'm not spending $30 for flowers that cost, you know, $7. Where I don't know where you're getting them $30 flowers from. Them cheap as fuck. But you know, I'm sure whoever you're getting them for, they will appreciate them. Just show somebody love, even if you can't afford it. If you can't afford to get them something fancy or something simple, there's so many. Yeah, write them a poem, cook them a dinner.
Handwrite.
You know, yes, that's what I'm saying. Write something down. Like that would blow me the hell away if a man gave me something that was poetic or that he wrote specifically for me.
From the heart.
Exactly. I like making people things, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I like doing stuff, and that's super important to me. I guess that's why the gift thing, you know, is very high on my thing. So whatever you do when it comes to love, I know like finding love is exciting, right? Like finding love, like the idea. I love so much, y'all. I'm so excited about finding new love.
Are you seeing anybody?
No, I'm not.
Nobody, no
I'm
potentials.
I'm like
Romantic?
single out here in these streets, April. Like I am seriously, I don't have anybody that I'm communicating with on a regular, anybody. Definitely I've decided now as of a while back that I'm not going to be, casually sleeping with anyone who doesn't want a relationship.
Yeah.
I got my rose, my other rose.
Oh, baby.
Y'all know about that rose.
Wait, what
So,
other rose?
but the other rose.
What?
The
Got the
one
little
with the
lily
yeah,
Oh, the one
yeah.
that
No,
got
I don't
the
have the
two.
one with the little. I have just the original one. Christina's laughing.
The two
So
part, or just the
yeah. So
regular
speaking of that, ladies, go out and buy yourself some toys for tomorrow. It's not too
The
late
rose.
tonight. The places are open late, so if you need that. But yeah, I'm excited about finding new love. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to it. Whether I'm ready or not, like time will tell, but I'm definitely open to it. This open dating thing that I'm doing, I don't know how that's going.
How do you mean?
Because
people?
men don't, okay, so like meeting people for me is everywhere.
Okay.
I've tried online dating, but nothing came out of that. So really, I'm people be finding husbands and stuff on there. I don't know why
'Cause you're
they
very
get
social.
that from. I don't know where they get that from, but I know it works, but I just haven't been as lucky online. So I'm the typical meeting people when I move around, the traveling, going places, doing stuff. I'm a very open person. I'm
You
very
are.
forward, so I'm not really shy.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes scares people away. You know what I'm saying? So don't be scared. If you out there, don't be scared. Don't be scared.
She's a really good person.
Look at April helping me out. Yeah, she's good. She's great. Yeah. So, I mean, what do you do to meet people, April?
That's my problem.
You don't feel like
I
you're
don't
doing
do
enough to meet people?
No,
What about online dating?
no, it's too overwhelming.
And then you're not dating anybody right now, right? We got
No.
romantic again.
No, not dating anybody right now.
Can we get the lights on in here?
The person that I
Thank
do
you.
communicate with, they're from my past, so they just
Yeah.
pop back up.
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean,
they
and that
really
happens too
realize-
sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to think of anybody from my past. No, stay away. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that happens. So I mean, we all want to find love. I love to always be on fire. Like if you already have love and
Yes,
you
20
you know,
years
the one good thing about having married friends is that you get to live vicariously through them. Like you were saying,
Yeah.
April, like we watch you guys have fun, you guys do stuff as a family, you have your time when you like do stuff with us, and then we do stuff with y'all. So it's like super exciting, and people don't understand the gift that you get from that, because you realize that love is really there.
And it's very
It
authentic.
exists. Yeah,
But
it
you have some
exists.
couples that it's like they're very
Yeah.
surface.
Oh
You guys are
yeah,
not
yeah.
surface.
They're so cool, and
They're very
y'all better get
welcoming.
y'all some friends like Christina and Maurice. I'm
Yeah.
telling y'all, we are so blessed to have you guys.
Yes.
We really are.
We love
But
you guys.
yeah, yeah. So so we have some information in reference to upcoming events for Power Play. So I want to show you guys some stuff we have going, and you guys can come out. You guys should come out. I'm going to be at some of these events, I'm sure, that are coming up. So I wanted to show y'all that. But yeah, you want to do the questions first? Okay. So guys, so I just want to know, single and married, does size matter?
Absolutely.
But okay, my question is, why does it for somebody? Well, I guess does
Go,
size matter
go.
to you?
Go. Size definitely matters to me.
So somebody
Size,
that has a-
size and width, girth,
Mm-hmm.
length.
Yeah, that's why I think
Like-
that's why I married like right away. I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? This is forever.
That's a-
I want this forever.
She liked that thing in.
I want to have this forever.
It's not down. It'll make me feel better.
Yeah, size
All else fails.
size matters to me, like like size. As y'all didn't see that motion with the microphone there, like it's very important.
Roses.
So
But
I guess
yes.
like non-sexual people, maybe it doesn't matter to them.
Yeah.
don't, that's the only time I feel like size doesn't matter. Like, why wouldn't it matter?
Like, I think the sexual compatibility like matters, period,
Yeah,
in a relationship. So what about you, April? Size really matters?
absolutely.
It's up there, it's high up there.
I mean, it's like
Number one.
one. It's you gotta. I better be able to look at you first, and then the size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know, it
You
might
gotta
be
be-
shallow to
you
some
gotta be-
people, but
you got-
I,
no,
I
you
like
gotta
to be
be-
physically attracted.
You got to
to
be
you.
appeasing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
who doesn't want something appeasing?
Yeah, everybody's attraction is different.
I mean,
and
if
I need to
someone
be
literally
attracted
says
to
it
you.
doesn't matter how someone, we know that men are physical any damn way. So they're looking at us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's okay for women to be like that. Like, people, we need to stop putting caps on how we really feel about what we're attracted to.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be appealing to me. I want someone who's easy on the eyes. I don't want to be the only arm candy. I want somebody that somebody else wants.
It's that rollover.
You
for
understand
me.
what? Exactly. Like, you
Right.
definitely want them to be appeasing. So you said size is important to you, Christina, because that's why you married. You know,
Ooh, did
that's
you hear that, husband? Rushy married.
that's why you married.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, size is particularly important because you know that sexual, you know, attraction.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta. That's another whole show. But
I mean, you just talk about the rose, so I mean,
yeah,
you
I
know,
mean,
you have to have.
you
that
got to
outlet.
have that. Like, I'm a very sexual being, so it has to exist. I can't be with, I'm telling you, unless he's Anna Nicole husband's age and I'm going down that route,
Exactly.
then I, you know, and then he'll probably allow me to find a boy toy, like I said. But that's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that situation.
I mean,
So-
you could be mad at each other and you just come along. And
Right. I'll take it.
We know
I'll
where you're
take it.
going.
Yes, exactly. Me and him in the wheelchair. So it's all good.
She
So
said the wheelchair. Oh my god, that's an exception
I'm
to
always-
the rule.
I'm always-
Exception to the rule.
real quick, back to the size thing. I feel like it's very important if you find a good size
Mhm.
one
okay.
that you should clone it.
With what? With
Yeah,
what?
because I know. So as
You have a clone
New. This is new.
it's called Clone-A-Willy.
This is new.
And
and you mold it?
you can mold it. So you mold it. So I'm saying just for the single women, right? Like if you find a good one and they
What
like
you
you
gonna
guys
do with
break
the
up.
bow?
Use it
Yeah,
when
you
he's
should
not
still have it 'cause
there.
It's great, huh?
You're gonna use it if he's not around, right?
Why would you
Or-
want a generic size one that you buy from the store, like generic? Why would you not want like
you
a
want like a
special-
real feel,
a
like you
real-
want it
a
to
real
be
shape,
like the
a
real
real
shape, but
size,
yeah,
a
the little, the
real
you know, you
veins?
want it to go that way. I
Yeah.
like a little hook.
Did you make it into
So-
a
Yes,
toy?
me too.
Oh, you like the,
So
you like the hook
That's
and-
another show. That's another show.
Okay.
And that will be continued
Okay.
on that show. But yeah, so we can clone them.
Yeah.
Did
you
y'all
can
hear
clone-
that? You
yeah.
can clone a Willy.
Keep-
I mean, what do you
so,
call it?
you
A
did-
Willy?
Just it's called Clone-A-Willy.
Clone a Willy.
So can you make your own toy?
Yeah,
Pretty
it's a
much,
toy, like
pretty
it's a-
much.
It's like you clone. You know, like cast. You can cast your hands. You know.
Oh.
So you
Yeah,
can
so that's
cast-
cool.
You know, and then you can throw vibrate like when,
Yeah.
when it's drying, you throw one in. So like whenever we're far apart from each other,
You just get
I
your clone a
clone. I'll
Willy.
get my clone.
So
It's-
friend,
does it
you're
have a
basic-
name?
You're basically saying
Oh,
What's-
no, we can't explain that. It's called okay. It's called Russell the Love Muscle.
so if you can't clone it, that ain't the one.
Exactly.
You don't wanna clone it,
Exactly.
that ain't
Are you
one.
clone worthy?
Right. Okay, so my next question to you guys. So in any situation, love or money?
Love, because I can make my own. I can make the money, and I can teach you how to make money. If I
Okay.
can't, I mean, I got a tribe that we can make it happen.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
But you can't be broke. You got to be on to something.
So love and money?
Yeah, it need to be a balance.
Okay, balance. What do you say?
Love 100%. That's
Love
first
100%.
and foremost.
Yeah.
I mean, money. It's. I know too many people. I mean, with my industry, I see a lot of
Yeah.
people's finances. You could have all the money
And still
and
be
so
unhappy.
miserable. And
Yeah.
that's so true.
With-
so
with-
true.
without
right? You
the
can't
existence
buy-
of love. Yeah, you can't buy love.
You can't buy love, and
Yeah,
you
and
can't.
that's another
very
thing. Like
surface,
people
like, it's
need to
temporary love.
understand. Like you cannot buy love. You can buy me all the bags and shoes and all
You
that
could
stuff
buy
if you
temporary
want to.
happiness, but you
Yeah.
can't buy love.
You gotta have some money, but love is super important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you gotta have it to live. You gotta have it for a lifestyle. You gotta have it. It's a necessary evil. Like you can't live without it. But love, you don't want to live without it.
I
Yeah.
say
You
Right.
don't want to live without money either.
Right. No.
Right, you just need enough to just take care of at least 70% of the household.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think? Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
I prefer like 110, but
But hey, we'll take 70.
yeah,
Okay.
I definitely will. Because I've had guys that have a whole lot of money, and I just cannot go there with you. So the money will not drive the relationship.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see
Need
what
some
Portia.
substance.
Let's see. Okay, while we're waiting, Portia said that love and money. Love doesn't pay the bills, ladies. That's what Nia said.
Who said that?
Nia.
Nia. Oh no.
Oh my god.
She should have been
Listen,
sitting right here in this
exactly,
chair.
exactly.
We
But she
needed
couldn't
her.
make it. She couldn't make it.
Yeah,
So
'cause
you
I was
know
gonna
that would have been
I was gonna
great. We'll
challenge
bring
her
her
on that
back.
one.
We'll have another girlfriend stay and we'll bring her back. So we have the questions. We have all the information on the upcoming events. Oh, Brad, we have a question from Brad 38, Texarkana, Texas. Hey, Brad. My girlfriend of 8 years and I have decided to have a threesome, but there is a problem. We are a white couple and I want a black female and she doesn't. Okay, so here we have a problem. She recommends one of her white girlfriends who is nothing to write home about. What shall do my heart and body is stuck on a sister. Okay, so Brad, I got news for you. She probably wants a black girl too. Okay. I kind of feel she may want a black girl too, since she's aware that you're attracted. I'm assuming that you're attracted to black women, because I don't think you can kind of hide that way too much, even though men in marriages do. I know a lot of white men who do hide the fact that they're attracted to black women. That lets you know a little something. I know a lot of white men. But yeah, so what do you guys think about Brad?
I was like,
How can we help Brad? Because he wants to know what he should do.
I mean, I guess the question would be like, why does he want a black woman? Why no other ethnicity, Hispanic, Asian?
But who doesn't want a black woman?
That's true.
No shade to all the other ethnicities and all the other brown and black, cultures.
Well, I feel like maybe the girlfriend might be intimidated,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And doesn't want to
Okay.
open and expose that, because what if we open these doors and not one, like I'm not only threatened by, XYZ, like there's just more to it than just she doesn't, right? Like there's more. So you got to dig deeper to why is it that you want to try it out. So I don't know, like if it's something, again, communicate it
it's
all,
super
lay it
important.
all out. And if you can't communicate, you definitely don't need to be having a threesome.
I definitely think you got a point, because if I was with a guy for 8 years or however many years, it could be like 8 months, and he wanted to be with a white woman, I guess I feel some type of way too. Like, why you want to be with a white
like,
woman?
why? What is that
like,
type of
what does that
fantasy?
mean?
Like, yeah. I mean,
Or
it could
any
go a
other
lot of
ethnicity.
ways. It could go.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ever voiced his liking for that, or she feels safer going with someone that she knows,
More
and she
she
may
can
not
relate
know
to.
a black woman that she can go to with that. So there could be a whole bunch of
Have you had a
scenarios.
threesome before,
And then she wants to pick one of her friends who she knows and is comfortable with, which, if doing that would probably be a little dependent on who your friendship and what the dynamics were. Been there, done that. But you know what I'm saying? It just depends on the dynamic of the friendship. Like, she wants to do it with someone he knows. He wants to do it with someone totally separate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she's playing it safe.
Yeah.
But he's not attracted to, I guess he feels like he already has one white woman. He don't want to. I don't know.
So I would raise the question when you just said that. Like, let's say you're in a relationship and you're married or whatever, and you decide to have a threesome. Ask you this question, Tank. Would you prefer to have it with a total stranger or somebody that you know, and why?
Good question. Me and my threesome days. No, I'm just kidding. Back in my threesome days, look, I've tried it. It's not really something that I'm into, because I'm very selfish when it comes to that. First of all, let's get that out there, because I want all the dick, just for me. But I've tried it a few times, but in that situation, I would probably go with a stranger. um Chances of them hooking up with a stranger again might not happen, because I know I did it one time when we did it. I did it adventurously traveling. So and I never had to worry about seeing that person again, that type of thing. If it's a friend, you never know. I wouldn't be so concerned with them hooking up. I'd be concerned with the dynamic of the friendship.
Right.
I don't know if this friend, that's what that friend normally does
Yeah.
when she gets into
Mhm.
friendships, or what he would, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case is. I don't know how I feel about it. I can't say I wouldn't do it, because I'm at that point in life where I was trying to say, wouldn't do, but I'd probably go with a stranger.
Yeah.
What about you?
Definitely for me, let's say if I'm in a relationship with someone, or I would just say anything.
Just with
But
someone,
it would
yeah.
definitely be a stranger.
A stranger? Why?
Yeah. To me, a stranger is more spontaneous.
There you go.
There's no connection there.
There you go.
You know, it's a stranger. Like, hey, we had fun. It was spontaneous, and now we're done.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like we have no emotional connection.
Right.
Because I'm like you, like I'm selfish, so I don't want you to have a emotional connection to me or him.
Right. Because that could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, Christina.
I would say.
Just say don't answer.
Yeah, she's not exempt. She's not exempt.
I try.
Come on. You would say,
plead the fifth.
You would say
Man.
stranger or someone you know.
I mean, there's benefits in my younger days. Somebody that I knew.
Okay.
My
Okay.
old, I'm older.
Right,
So
you're
that's not the
older.
norm.
You're about to be 40, right?
Oh my gosh, probably a stranger.
Okay, so
It's-
stranger.
Yeah, out of town stranger.
Yeah, out of town. And see, that's what I like
Yeah,
about
out
it.
of
The
town.
out of town situation.
Town, vacation.
All right, so let's see
Mhm.
what Marshall 41 of the colony, Marshall, excuse me, moi. My husband and I have been married for 10 years, and it's a wonderful marriage. We love each other very much, never argue, and get along great. We have a 2-year-old child. Recently, I found a sex tape online of my husband with a girl I knew from the neighborhood. What? This video was taken without his knowledge and is from 13 years ago. Okay. Because of this, I am not upset about it. My question is, should I bring this to his attention? And if so, how? I feel he needs to know it's out there. I'm reacting to this as a wife would. I don't know how he may react. Take it to the grave or not? Let's go, ladies. What you think?
Oh, absolutely. You need to let him know if his
Business
is out there like that.
Yeah,
this
and
is
that's your
before
husband.
You knew him.
That's your husband.
Absolutely, you need to get that off the internet. as
Yeah.
soon as
Like,
possible.
please. Yeah.
Yes.
So you agree, April?
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think you should address it. I definitely think you should address it. I wouldn't keep anything back. 'Cause you don't want that to come back and haunt you guys and be a problem.
Or, like,
That's
you
your
knew about it
husband. Yeah.
and you can't tell
Right.
me. Like,
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
roles were
It would
reversed,
be a
definitely
problem
keep
if
it
something
under-
like that happened to me and he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
He just kind of knew about it, and then it surfaced to be, oh, I saw it last year. Like, nigga, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not protecting us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Do we have any more questions? Those were awesome. Lawrence, 48 from Baton Rouge. Hey, in the boot. I'm a divorcee after 24 years of marriage. My ex-wife and I just grew apart with views on romance, money, sex, and other interests. My best friend, Wanda, since the 5th grade, has always been there for me. I see where this is going. And I was there for her during her divorce 7 years ago. My dilemma is that I think we're falling for each other and have been hanging out, and it's been refreshing, which is okay. We have not had sex, just enjoying each other's company. We recently ran into my ex-wife at a restaurant with her girlfriends, and I felt very awkward, which you should. Should I ignore my ex or wait for love? I'll go first.
So unpack that. So
You're divorced, and you deserve love. I'm assuming her and Wanda weren't best friends, and she probably knew of her since you've known her since the 5th grade. Whether or not she knew, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to move on. You don't have to stay in that space. That's all I gotta say. What y'all think?
I feel like depending on, him and his ex-wife's relationship,
Right.
would it is it awkward because you're worried about what she thinks and who is Wanda to you?
Wanda,
Right?
exactly.
And if not, if you
Yeah.
guys have a communication, if you guys still are on that wavelength of still
Right.
communicating, then she's like, oh, there was a friend of,
Mhm.
or whatever it is, but you don't know her an explanation.
Exactly.
But you feel awkward for a reason, clearly. So I don't know. Like, you don't owe her an explanation if you guys are separated. But if it makes you feel better, talk to your ex-wife and see where that goes. Because it roles reversed. If your ex-wife was out there and you ran into her, how would
you expect her to explain to you, or what the case?
put
Yeah.
yourself in
It just
her
depends on the
shoes.
dynamic.
Mhm.
Yeah. I agree with you, Christina. I don't think there's an explanation, but it depends on the relationship. If you guys are still cool, he may feel a little guilty, but go on. Y'all need to go and do it. April.
Well, I think it depends on how far, like you said, how close they are in the relationship, and then it depends on how close him and her are in the relationship. If they're not that close, and if their relationship hasn't done anything, then no. But if their relationship has moved to like they feel like they want to take the next step, then
Right.
you need to let her know.
Yeah,
just
I
out
agree.
of a courtesy, like, hey, I would rather you hear from me than you just like see us.
Yeah. And clearly they live in the same area or something for them to see
like
each
Baton
other.
Rouge, like
it's a small
place. Everybody knows it's not that small, but everybody knows each other. And I feel like that's just Southern hospitality.
And
like,
it was
you need to
7
let
years
me
ago.
know.
Okay, producer has a question.
So can he have a girlfriend, a best friend longer than his wife? Can it still be cool?
Can he have a what?
His best friend from fifth grade. Can it still be cool?
Can he be cool with his best friend, Wanda?
Yeah, because sometimes women don't want women to have.
Oh, okay, so can he have a friend other than his wife that they're really cool with? Yeah, I think, yeah.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
fifth
definitely
grade.
okay with
That was before the wife. They've known each other a long, long time. As long as there wasn't any interference in the relationship, when they were friends and when they were married. Because sometimes I think friends overstep boundaries.
Yeah.
Women have a tendency to do that in friendships with men who are married, which I totally disagree with. But I think it's cool. I think do your thing, enjoy yourself. If Wanda's a breath of fresh air, that's what everybody wants. Go have some fun. And depending on the friendship with your ex-wife, either tell her or don't, but she's seen you with somebody. So unless you and the ex-wife still got something going on. You said it's been 7 years since y'all got divorced. So hopefully you guys are on amicable ground and you're good with each other.
I think it's healthy for you to be able to communicate with your ex.
Yeah, very, very, in a very positive manner.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So Don, before we go, we got what? Okay, so if you would like to have your own podcast or enhance your brand, expand your business, or just have some fun with friends like us, you can contact TGN Power Play Media Group, and all the information is listed before, like I did. I just happenstance to be a guest on a talk show, on a podcast, and ta-da! So you guys, if that's something that you want to do, you guys can contact Don and Keith or Keith at the numbers below. The team here is amazing. It's so super fun. Okay. The TGN Power Play Media Group upcoming events this year so far, we've got In-N-Out Burger in March, breakfast workshop in April, radio workshop in May, Juneteenth celebration in June, Essence, which I will be there. I'm planning to be there in July, the end of June and July. NABJ convention in Birmingham in August, and then appreciation dinner in Dallas in August. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. You guys, March 18th. I hope to see you at In-N-Out Burger. Which one? The one here on Mockingbird? Okay. Yeah, the one here on Mockingbird. I'm sure we'll talk more about it before the time comes. But I would love for you guys to come out and hang out and meet me. Come and get some stuff. Come and get some T-shirts. Purchase some T-shirts or hoodies or some of the gear from the other hosts of the other podcasts. So this has been amazing. I appreciate you ladies coming to hang out with me after a busy day,
Well, thank
a
you for
busy
inviting us.
weekend. You hosted a whole party yesterday, worked today, and then came today. April, you were working like crazy, came in here running.
Yes.
You know, breathing hard, girl. I love y'all's ass to death. I can't imagine life without you. You guys make my world go around. And if I haven't told you, you mean the world to me. And I appreciate having you in my lives. And I pray that everyone can have girlfriends in their lives that they consider sisters or family. And with Love Day coming up tomorrow, love on yourself if you don't do anything else. When you wake up in the morning, do something that makes you feel good. Get dressed, don't get dressed, whatever the hell you need to do. But with that being said, we're signing off of Tank Talks tonight. We're going to do a cheers before we go. I love you, ladies. I wish you prosperity, health, love, everything that you could possibly have. Cheers.
Cheers. Love you.
Bye, y'all.
Love you.
See you next week.